Welcome to What You've Been Watching, What You've Been Playing. I'm Dallas, player 4. This is David, player number 1. We switched spots because it's a different show.
Mm-hmm. She's in charge.
I'm always in charge.
It's true.
It's true. Anyway, this is the show where we get to talk about stuff that I know about, like movies and TV, because I know nothing about games. But I do like nerdy stuff. So, a lot of nerdy stuff has come out lately. I have been watching a lot. Have you?
I've been watching some stuff for a change. Yeah.
Some stuff.
I know normally we talk about games, but I haven't had a lot of time to play, and we're missing players 2 and 3. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I've got a few shows and movies we can discuss.
Yes. Okay. So I'm just gonna jump right into it, if you don't mind.
Let's go for it.
What everybody's talking about. I went to go see it. Wonder Woman.
Yay.
And oh my goodness, this movie was so good. It was so good. First of all, so her appearance in Batman vs. Superman, I freaked out. Because when she was in full regalia, I was like, go girl! Love
I think I even said it on our podcast. She was the best part of that movie. Yeah.
100%. Yeah. So then her movie came out, and there were good reviews and things, and I was like, I have my hopes up. Let's see how it goes. I loved it. I was at the theater. I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Yes, fight for justice. It was great. It was so good. I encourage all who have daughters as well as sons to go see this movie. It's not super gory. It's not super sexual at all.
It's PG-13, right? So
it's PG-13. But like some superhero movies, PG-13, they kind of push the boundaries. This one definitely stays within the realm. But it's great. It's really good. I think adults will enjoy it. Teenagers, if you want to take children 10 or under to see it, that's your judgment call as an adult. But as a parent, but I think it's really good.
I really want to see it. I just haven't had the chance. I'm hoping to get to see it in the next week or so. Mm-hmm. My question: you've seen the original Captain America, right?
Yeah.
I got a very much Captain America vibe from the trailer for Wonder Woman. Was that there, or is it pretty unique from Captain America?
It's unique from Captain America because, so this is not a spoiler. So in Captain America, you're experiencing the world, the 21st century world with him. Like he woke up, he's like, whoa, what's happening? Whereas that's not the case with Diana. Like she's retelling the story.
Oh, okay.
Of how she came to not this world, but how she came into like our society and all that happened and transpired, and it's pretty much the origin story, but she's telling it as a flashback because there's that picture that you saw in Batman vs. Superman where Batman's like, I found this picture of you, and it's super old, right? And you're like, whoa, how old is she? And she still looks fantastic. Which also, did you know she was pregnant during filming?
I heard that. I heard she was pregnant during some of the reshoots, not necessarily the main filming, but like when they go back and have to refilm certain things. Yeah. That she was like 3 months pregnant during those parts. Yeah. I'm just saying. No, that's impressive.
Women can do no wrong. Yes, girl. It was really good.
Cool.
But yeah, it was different than Captain America in that sense.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely behind. I'll throw in. I finally saw Guardians of the Galaxy. We had a choice: go see Guardians or go see Wonder Woman. And we knew Wonder Woman will still be in the theater for a while. Guardians is probably about to leave, so yeah, we saw Guardians. And I think you had said on our very first episode of this that you liked it, but not as much as the first one. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much my thoughts on it. So
it's good.
Yeah, it is good.
Not great.
Right. Yeah. Right. I do like some of the new characters. I liked his dad. I liked the villain. I liked the new Mantis, the girl with the antenna that could do all that stuff. She was pretty funny. And they did some parts, there's some emotional stuff, things like that. Little baby Groot was funny. I stayed for, there's 5 different scenes during the credits.
Oh, yeah, I missed all of those. So
yeah. Most of them are funny. A couple allude to things that are going to happen later. So, and that's what I was going to ask you. Does Wonder Woman have any kind of after credits?
No.
Okay.
Well, did they? I feel like. Oh, it had a little bit of an after credit. I'm trying to remember what it was, but I was leaving, and then there was some footage, and I was like, ho, 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 ho. And I'll stay there. But with Guardians, so I went to see Guardians at a drive-in theater. And so I didn't bring a radio with me. It completely eclipsed my mind. So my car was running the whole time.
Oh, right.
And I was like, okay, movie's over. Please start, please start, please start. And then the after credit trailers started playing, and I was like, oh, I'm already gone. Darn it.
You don't want to get in an accident trying to watch the...
Right, yeah. I can't remember what the ending credit trailer for... Oh, did it have to... No, I'm not even going to try. I don't remember. But there was something.
There was something. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's not all the way at the end. It's just credits run for a little bit, and then there's a scene.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So, what I've been watching a little bit of TV.
Mm-hmm.
And what have you been watching?
Mm-hmm.
What have
you want to know what I've been watching?
Yes, I want to know.
So, on Netflix, I decided to check out Glow, which stands for, I had to write it down, Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. And I'd heard the reason there's always a lot of Netflix originals. I feel like originally, it seemed like Netflix originals would come out once every other month, and now I feel like there's a new one every week. So a lot of times I'll just watch the first episode to see if it's interesting. This one had a lot of buzz, so I sat down and watched the first episode, and for some reason, I got into this one.
For some reason, Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. There's 4 right there.
Well, okay, but I guess I just thought it was gonna be sort of schlocky, whatever. But a lot of the actors and actresses are good. It has
Alison Brie
in it.
Community.
It has what's his name, Mark. He does a podcast and all that stuff.
Maron.
Yes, Mark Maron's in it. A couple other people that I recognize, but it's actually really good. It's set in the 80s, so I already like that because I like the whole 80s music and all that. So
old. Excuse me.
Whatever. I was barely born in the 80s, but the music, I love it. The sort of vibe and everything, really enjoying it. But as you watch it, you really do start to I don't know. I'm definitely into these characters. I want to see where it's going. I think I watched the first 7 episodes. I think there's 10, so I got 3 episodes left. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm enjoying it more than I thought I would, I guess is what surprised me. So my favorite episode was the one I just watched, the 7th episode. Again, the 80s, there's a whole training montage and different characters are doing different things. Things are kind of coming together. So it'd be interesting to see how it ends. But I think you would like it.
Oh, it's on the queue.
Okay.
I'm so ready for this. Would I actually because before so I used to be a wrestling fan. Don't try and quiz me because I don't know anything.
Okay.
But I watched a couple documentaries a long time ago. And there was actually, I don't know if it was the same name, but there was a Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling, and it was theatrical. It's the same. It's exactly what the show details, but in real life.
Well, and I could be wrong, but I think there is a documentary on Netflix about this, the actual real life stuff that this is based on. So yeah.
And that was fascinating within itself. But I watched the trailer for Glow. And I was hooked. I mean, I'm already an Alison Brie fan. I'm a Mark Maron fan. Mm-hmm. And I like the concept of the show. And everybody that I talked to has been it's super good. You got to watch it. But I'm catching up. I had other Netflix shows to catch up and watch.
Yeah. No, I'm there with you. The new Castlevania series, I think, just came out. Mm-hmm. And I'll probably get into that after I finish Glow. But the nice thing about Glow... The episodes are about 35 to 40 minutes, which I feel like is a good length. It's a little longer than like a sitcom type length, but it's not a full hour either, so you're not like totally committed or whatever. So, yeah, I'm surprised at how much I'm enjoying
You're
it.
hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got you on the ropes.
Careful, you're gonna break the internet again, like I did with our podcast the other day. But yeah, so I recommend it. Like you said, it's already on your queue. The story and the characters are much more interesting than I thought they would be. So it's cool.
Yeah,
I like it. As far as what else I've been watching, finishing up all the series from the TV. You know, the summer shows have kind of started. The regular series have stopped. I haven't watched it yet, but I know Killjoys is back. One of those corny sci-fi shows about like bounty hunters in space. For some reason, that one in particular I enjoy. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't actually started this new season yet, but I saw an episode pop up on my DVR, so I'm ready to jump back into that wacky world.
You know, I don't know what it is. Like SyFy Channel, I mean, you know, this is how we became friends, because we started talking about Eureka and Warehouse 13. We're like, yes, somebody else gets it. And then when SyFy, you know, did their re-imaging and they got rid of all those type of sci-fi shows, I just haven't been back into the channel.
Yeah, and I hadn't, for the most part, I'm not either. That's like kind of the one exception. Yeah, because I tried to get in. What was that other one that was on for a while, where it was like Earth, but now like all these different aliens live on Earth?
Oh yes, because I couldn't get through second season.
Yeah, I think I stopped after the first season. And it was like a
season. Game to...
Yeah, they made a video game that tied into it, yeah.
I can't remember it.
I can't either. I can see the characers, but I can't remember the name of it.
Right, yeah.
That was the only other show I've tried that I couldn't really get into it, but... I also watch Face Off. Always watching Face Off.
Oh, Face Off is so good.
That's been on for a while now, so...
I will watch every iteration of that.
And actually, though, this season is the first season there haven't been, like, for me anyways, like, standouts. You know, after the first couple episodes, you're like, oh yeah, that person's good, she's good, he's good. This season, no offense to any of these people, I don't feel like any of them are, like, blowing me away yet. Maybe that'll change, but, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's been on too long, all the really good talent's already come and gone, but...
Maybe you're just like, they don't match up.
Yeah.
They don't match up to my favorite.
Well, the problem is the last season was one of the all-star seasons where, like, the best people come back, you know? So then you see that, and then you come back to a regular season or whatever. So, that's pretty much it for what I've been watching.
That's it?
Like I said, I haven't had a lot of time to play. I talked about this a little bit last time. Me and Alina were talking about how Steam, the PC service, is having its big sale. It just ended, but I get way too into it. I spend too much money. But what they do is, as the sale goes on, you can earn cards, and then you can use those cards to make badges, which then levels up your title. I know Alex actually had the same look on his face because he's not really on Steam at all. And it's the only time I get into it, because you can do that other times. But for some reason, during the Steam sales, it's easy to get those cards.
I feel
so then
like
I'm always like trying to trade with people and get all the cards I need and stuff.
That's what it is. One, what I'm learning about you is you like trading. You kind of like a barter system, a little bit.
Yeah. I don't really like to spend real money, but if I can get items and then trade those items with you, I'm good.
Yeah, you love to barter. Two, you definitely like points. I think
that's the OCD thing. There's that OCD thing, leaderboards and all that. Yeah. So, but that's kind of it for me for this week. What else have you been watching, Dallas?
Oh my gosh, I've gone nuts.
Yeah.
Because I had a couple... So normally, I rarely have 2 days off back to back. And there have been the past... Maybe month where it's just been 2 days off in a row. I'm like, oh my goodness, I can experience weekends again.
Nice.
Even if it is Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't care. It's my weekend. Anyway. Orange is the New Black.
Mm-hmm. Because is it the third or fourth season?
This is the fifth season.
Fifth season. Okay, wow.
Fifth? Yeah, fifth. Fifth or fourth, fifth. Really good. This season takes place over 3 days, and no, it's not a spoiler. So at the end of last season, a guard brings a gun into the prison. He just has it. Yeah, mm-hmm. I know. Look, that's the same face I had. And things happen. He loses the gun. An inmate takes the gun. and is holding him hostage. And actually shoots him in the leg. So from then, and then the season ends and you're like, what? I need to know what happens. So then this season comes back and it picks up right at that moment. And basically for the next 3 days, like, you see what happens when the inmates are left to their own devices. And honestly, there are parts that it's really sad. Really, really sad. But I think it was well done. It's well written. It definitely balances, like, the drama with the comedy and social, political aspects a part of it, too. I binged it. It was good.
Did some of the writers who worked on that work on Glow or somehow connected to it?
I have no idea.
I need to look that up because I feel like Glow has that same feeling of, like, there's humor, but then there is some, social type commentary stuff. Mm-hmm. But, it's subtle, but it's there, and then definitely some, like, drama and, characters dealing with things, and it works well. So I just wonder if somebody's worked on both shows where it's, like, that good mix of
maybe
seriousness with some humor and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, it would be something to find out. What else did I watch? Oh, I watched Santa Clarita Diet, mm-hmm. which I'll have to talk to Alex about. Mm-hmm. That. He was right. There is a lot of vomit in that show. It's a lot. But it's really hilarious.
And that one's like 25 to 30 minute episodes, right?
Yeah.
Shorter.
Yeah. They're nice bite-sized episodes. If you watch the show, you'll get it.
I get what you did there.
It's so good. It's really funny. Drew Barrymore, SyFy is her home. Like, SyFy is her home. It was good. It was really good. It's really fun. I think you would like Santa Clarita Diet because it's that mix of, there's a lot of humor in that show, and zombies. Oh, well, as one character says, not a big fan of that word. So just the undead. Yeah. What else have I been watching? I feel like I went to the movies to see something else. Oh, I did. But I need to talk about this with Alina.
Yeah.
Because this is not really your movie. Rough Night.
Oh, yeah, I saw the trailers for it.
Yeah.
That's not... what's her name in that?
It's with Scarlett Johansson, Alana Glazer, forgot the woman from Saturday Night Live. She was on for a season mm-hmm. or two, I think. And Zoe Kravitz. Mm-hmm. They play 4 college friends, 10 years later. And Scarlett Johansson's now getting married, and this is their bachelorette party weekend.
Yeah, I feel like ever since... what was the movie with...
Bridesmaids?
Not Bridesmaids, the one before with all the guys.
Oh, Hangover?
Hangover, I feel like started this... I mean, I know other ones existed, but I feel like after Hangover, you had Bridesmaids. You had, like, all these different sort of 4 people going out. Yeah. And it's always either 4 guys or 4 girls, I feel like, too. It's never, like, a mix or anything.
Right.
But
maybe you should write that movie.
The co-ed version of...
The co-ed version of the Hangover meets Bridesmaids
right.
meets Rough Night. That would be funny.
So, did you like it? Your initial reaction seemed very meh.
No, I liked it. I feel like it was... so, it was written by the director of Broad City with one of the actors that's in the movie. The guy who plays Scarlett Johansson's intended. So there were parts where, like, it was a stretch. I was like, you're really tugging on those comedy strings right now. On some of those tropes, like, what will be funny here?
Right.
I know. And you're like, kind of just doesn't make sense, but I enjoyed it. And it's a good movie to go see, especially if you're with your homegirls. If you have any homegirls, you can grab all your homegirls. Oh, it's me.
Just you, Dallas. Maybe Alina.
Man, yeah, maybe Alina. Alina could be a homegirl. What's up, girl? I feel like she's got to work on that phrase specifically. Yeah. But yeah, it was good.
Cool.
Have I been watching anything else? Nah, just a lot. Those seasons of Orange is the New Black and Santa Clarita Diet took up most of my time. But, yeah.
Orange is the New Black is one of those that I think I watched the first 2 or 3 episodes when it first came out. Thought it was kind of cool. Got distracted by something. And it's one of those I've always keep meaning to go back to. And they keep adding more seasons. And it just keeps getting like, harder and harder to be like, yeah, I can jump back in there. So
yeah.
At some point, It's the nice thing about Netflix is, especially Netflix originals, they're not going anywhere. So, it's not like when Netflix removes Scrubs.
Can we have a moment, please?
But
I do feel for you. I'm not making fun
that was
of
my
you.
go-to watch while I fall
show.
asleep show.
Yeah.
But no, that's the nice thing. It's always on Netflix. It'll always be there as long as Netflix exists, so I can watch it whenever. It's just then I keep thinking, oh yeah, I'll get to it, and they just keep adding more seasons. So, but.
Well, I don't know if this would be your show.
Like I said, the first couple episodes, I think I remember liking. I'd have to go back and rewatch them. But.
Yeah. So from the first season to now, it's changed
quite a bit.
I would say so, because the focus was definitely Piper Chapman, the lead actress in the series, and now it's much more of an ensemble cast, or portrayal is not the right word, but they focus much more on each piece to make the whole greater, as opposed to focusing on the biggest piece and then adding all these little tidbits and sprinkles and then composing the show.
Right.
Yeah. It's more like, okay.
Sometimes that'll happen too, they have a certain vision, but then all these other characters are super popular with the audience, so then they have to start incorporating them more and stuff, so.
Yeah. But man, so there's always these flashbacks with each character of how they became the women they are, and sometimes how they got into jail.
Mm-hmm.
Super interesting. Yeah, that part is cool.
I do. That was my favorite part about the original seasons of Lost, is when you'd see what they did before the island, who they were and stuff. So
yeah, and how the island changes them.
Well, I don't know. I stopped watching Lost sometime in season 3. So.
Ooh, you made it further than I did. I stopped. I think I stopped before season 2.
Really? The first season, to me, the whole season was really good. The problem is those writers just didn't know where they were going. Sometimes people will sit down and plot out the whole series. They had a general idea, but yeah. Plus, I think it turned out to be more popular than they thought. So they never thought it was going to have to go, 6 seasons or something. So
I don't know. It's just one of those things I never got into. Yeah. Well, that concludes this edition of What You've Been Watching, What You've Been Playing.
A lot of watching.
Only
really no playing.
No playing. But that's okay. I'm okay with that. I'm sure the next time we meet, you will have... Well, actually, maybe not. You're going to be busy.
I'm going to be busy.
In the next few weeks.
Yeah. But I'll have my laptop, so I may do a little PC gaming. Mix it up a little bit.
Are you trying to get those cards and points?
Well, that's already done. But yeah, we'll play something.
Okay.
Just no Overwatch.
Really?
Well, I play that on Xbox, so I don't. I won't have access to it. So it's okay though. I'll survive.
All right. Well, it's good hanging with you again, David.
Yeah, this was fun.
Yeah. We'll see you all next time. Bye.
So are we supposed to pose?
We could pose.